How many children did Adam and Eve have in the between time? Were Cain and Abel 100 years old when this happened? Were they 400 years old when this happened? Were they 90 years old when this happened? Had Adam and Eve had other kids? Had they had other kids? We don't know that stuff. You're assuming a lot to say that. So when you talk about other people, even if you assume that Adam and Eve had a normal human gestation period of, let's say, 10 months, 40 weeks, right? 10 months. And let's say that she was only fertile for 40 to 50 years during this time. For 40 to 50 years during this time. Let's say by the time they're 40 and 50, that they had, let's say that, hey, if you assume the biblical story, best case scenario, they could have had one kid every year. One kid every year. And so over the course of 20 years or so, right, they'd have had 20 kids. They'd have had 20 kids. Over the course of 40 years, they would have had 40 plus kids, including Cain and Abel. And let's say those kids, let's say Cain and Abel, let's say they marry from among those people. Let's say they marry a 20-year-old sister and they start procreating. 20 years later, there's a whole other kid born. By this time, even by the most conservative estimates, you have hundreds of people who are on the planet. Hundreds of people who are on the planet, just mathematically. So your idea that there's only Cain, Abel, Adam, and Eve, and those are the only kids around, and Cain killed Abel, and suddenly, poof, there's a wife to come about, that doesn't stand up to a plain reading, and just by doing some plain basic arithmetic that everybody learned to do in grade school. So if you want us to believe that it was first Cain, only the first and only son, show it to us in the text, that Abel is the next son, there's no kids in between, no daughters, no other brothers, anything like that in between, show it to us in the text.